Hey, what's good, y'all? It's Friday, and if it's Friday, it's your opportunity to be heard on the Audible Sports Podcast where sports meets life and culture. I am Bobby G, along with my brother from another mother, Wildcard Mar. What's happening, Brody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what it is. Hey, we kind of celebrating something monumentous today.
Yeah,
Episode 2. Oh, baby. So I'm feeling good, dog. How you feeling, my brother?
I'm doing good. We hit that Barry Sanders number, and small. Hey, it's the small victories that help you
Yeah.
enjoy the spoils of war. So within that, we're gonna have some fun with this episode. Of course, it's lots to talk about. We're gonna talk about a couple of things, and we're gonna give everybody in the chat an opportunity to get to know us a little bit better. Uh, so with that being said, hey, let's show you what it is. What we are gonna get into. Bam, right there. Obviously, big week for the Boston Celtics. They got their 18th title, putting them atop the NBA's hierarchy. So we can talk about that for a little bit. Is JJ the Lakers Dynamite?
Mm, Lord.
My old heads get it. If you're a millennial, don't worry about it.
Oh, no.
Don't sweat
I
it.
love the reference. I'm still. Dog, you know
Matter of
what?
fact,
When he got hired, first thing I did is I text you. I was like,
yeah.
really? What we doing?
Matter of fact, forget the minute right there. If you don't know who Dynamite JJ Walker is from Good Times, I don't want to know you. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it is.
Mm,
Uh, and of course, we're gonna wrap it up with ask us anything. Usually it's ask me anything, but we are the dynamic duo on the airways, so it's ask us anything again in celebration of our 20th episode. For those that have been with us for the whole journey, and for those who we picked up along the way, just giving you guys an opportunity to get to know us better, man. Ask away, and we shall answer, man. It's therapeutic as we embark on this journey of also mental health, man. Hey, sometimes speaking the truth, clearing your conscience, you know, and do things for your soul and for your spirit.
mm-hmm.
But of course, before we get into anything, I need everybody to go ahead and follow the directions on your screen. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, turn your notifications on, so you know the next time we are here, uh, giving you an opportunity to be heard, which is every Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And as we do with every show, we start with our shout outs. So, with that being said, um, let's start with you, homie, man. You got any shout outs to the people?
Yeah, I got a big shout out. I
Okay.
love the fact that last night Major League Baseball did they did the honor to the Negro League Baseball players at they was at Rickwood down there in Birmingham, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
One of the oldest ballparks still
Okay.
standing, and probably one of two only stadiums that used to house the Negro League Baseball league
Right.
that is still standing. Great, great job that they put on. They did a great job of showing love to the Negro League baseball players, some that were alive, giving them testimonies and hearing what they had to say. Of course, the unfortunate passing of Willie Mays the other day, they honored him very well. So
Yeah.
I was psyched that they did that. But most importantly, I'm very proud that they let Reggie Jackson answer the
Mm-hmm.
question in such a raw and honest way.
Right.
Um, they asked Alex Rodriguez asked him what it was like to play back in those times during Jim Crow and segregation, and Reggie Jackson kept it so real, so raw and authentic. And it was to me, it was necessary because if you're going to honor the Negro League baseball players, you got to understand the times that they were playing, and you got to
Yeah.
understand the hate and vitriol that they had to endure just to play a game that they love.
Yeah.
And to be honest, man, it's American history, and I hate when the history only gets shown through the positive way, and it tries to neglect the actual the full history of American history.
Right.
So what those players had to deal with. It's part of American history. You can't
Mm.
just ignore it just because you don't want to be seen as such a bad, like, oh no, we're America. We didn't do nothing wrong. We're so great and so kind. No, there's some ugly side to America, and I'm glad that Reggie Jackson was able to express that
Yeah.
and get off his chest. And Jamel Hill said something very thought provoking. She said,
Okay.
uh, "It's good to see that the elders get to sometimes speak about this, because sometimes you think about the traumatic things that they had to endure, and sometimes they don't speak about it." And because that's a lot of stuff to relive through and possibly get triggered by and stuff like that. So I'm kind of glad that Reggie Jackson let that out and kept it so raw and authentic. Man, that was such a good moment. That was good for Black Americans. That's a good moment for all Americans, if you ask me, because that's history, and that needs to
Right.
get taught about. You can't just act like America didn't have an ugly side to it back in the days. And
Yeah.
I mean, some of that side's still here. So if we, but I mean, hey, man, bravo to Major League Baseball, the Negro League Museum. My guy Bob Kendrick, he's out here in Kansas City. He was there in Alabama representing. He
Okay.
always does a phenomenal job of keeping the history of the Negro League baseball league present. So shout out to Major League Baseball, man. I know a lot of leagues probably wouldn't have done that. So
Right.
man, shout out to MLB and Rod Manfred, the commissioner of baseball. They being like, hey, 2 weeks ago, a few
Yeah.
shows ago, we talking about them integrating the stats of
Yeah.
the Negro League players into the baseball statics. So it taking leaps forward, man, and it's better now than never. So
Yeah.
I'm glad it's happening. But that was a good history moment right there, teaching moment too. So shout out to MLB and Reggie Jackson for what they did last night.
Absolutely, man. Let that. I couldn't say it any better, so I'm gonna let your words stand on that. For me, let's see what I got here. Oh, I almost deleted it. What am I doing?
Oh, don't delete it. Oh no.
No, I'll cross off with a message there. I definitely RIP to Willie Mays, one of the greatest of all times. Matter of fact, me being a Cleveland native, he made the play that he's famously known for, the over the shoulder catch in the World Series, was against the then Cleveland Indians. It was the last time we won the World Series. Yay, yay. But
Okay.
yeah, Willie Mays, well, no, Godfather to Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely shout outs and condolences go out to the Mays families. Um, Shout out to Monty Williams for getting out of purgatory, man. That man, uh, fired by fired by the Detroit Pistons, but boy, he gets to
He
sit at home and make collect $68 million, man.
rich,
I need to take that class.
bruh.
Yeah, shout out to him. Unfortunately for him, it's too late in the coaching search. I feel they did him a disservice. Like, we're gonna fire the man. Let's get it done out of the way so he can have a chance at getting another job. This particular offseason, there weren't a lot of jobs. I think there were only two. It was really the Cavs and the Lakers, for the most part, looking.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, it's too late in the process for him to really even be considered. Even though I don't know why he would want to consider the Lakers. And I'm not sure if I would have wanted the Cavs to consider him, but at least he got out of that hellhole that was the Detroit Pistons. So, um, yeah, shout out to Monty Williams and his pockets. And
Yeah.
I know he'll definitely he will definitely be in the coaching search. Probably the top of the list next season. We've got shout out to Rod, man. Missed previous comment. Mine is about to light up some sativa. Mine about to light up everything.
He better do whatever the hell he want.
Yeah. Oh, let's not forget the man is also owed 20 more million from the Suns. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
uh,
He got almost damn near 80 plus million his way, man.
he got that Ja Rule living it up playing in the background. Do I do? So I'm over here living it up. Yeah.
What? I do. Hey dog, hey dog, hey tell me this ain't Mighty Will. He over there like I do. He over there, what's up? You want something else? He counting it up. Right? He counting it up. He over there counting them ducats, chilling. Probably got a fat one lit up. Probably, living it up for real. He chilling, man. Hey, I ain't even mad at him for that.
Me neither.
Because I mean, like you said, purgatory. I mean, no matter what Detroit tries to do to get out of purgatory, they find their ways even deeper into purgatory. It's they can have the number one pick for the next 5 years, and they'll still find a way to purgatory. So it's just it's just a bad luck situation to be in that franchise, man. But hey, get your money and one and done. He said, "I'm one and done, pimp."
Yeah,
I'm out.
One more downer. Shout out to Cameron Brink. Unfortunately, news came out she tore ACL and she's done for the season. She's definitely a leading candidate for Rookie of the Year in the WNBA. Definitely still has a bright future. But yeah, shout out to her.
I feel for
just a bad luck, but I'm sure she'll recover and be ready to go next season even stronger.
I feel, man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
she was
shout out to she was, man. She's getting it in. I feel like she was in the perfect situation. Was out there in LA, just repping for she's out of the way of the drama too. Like, she's just able to play and do her thing. Shout out to David Benavidez, man. David Benavidez last weekend winning his first fight in light heavyweight, stepping up. Although, in looking at it, I think he needs to step down. Just stay at that super middleweight. To me, it didn't look like he quite had the power to maintain a career at light heavy. I think if he fights against the upper echelon in light heavy, he'll take some L's. But I mean, he had a good performance. You could just tell that the power was lacking. Like, he hit dudes with some shots that he would have knocked some guys out in middleweight, but his opponent was just eating them shots. So yeah, congratulations on the win. Just bro, stay home, go back down, fight Canelo, get your bag.
And Canelo's dodging.
Yeah, because that's now I feel even stronger that Benavidez could potentially beat Canelo. Because remember, Canelo stepped up to light heavy and took an L. At least Benavidez got the dub. So hey, let's make that happen. In that same card, the main event, shout out to Tank Davis. He's light work against Frank the Ghost Martin.
Why he not
pieced him? Just good God, boy, pieced him up with the 1-2, finishing with the uppercut, and then the straight left for no reason.
Why he knocked that boy out like that, man?
he knocked that boy out like Kevin Costner on draft day. I'm gonna give you this right hook, this left uppercut, and then this straight right just because I feel like it.
Why you do that, man, like that? I mean, Frank Martin had. You know what? I knew Frank was in trouble the moment that he did the jump at the press conference. And got scared. I knew it was done deal. Stupid.
Break start. My white Nubian queen. This boy Rod, man.
Yeah.
Rod, yeah, you better hang around for. I know he gonna ask us some nonsense, man. One more
question.
He said, "I don't know
if we want any questions." So.
And next week, the NBA draft will take place before our show debuts. So, shout out to all the 2024 NBA draftees. Everybody drafted. Hey, it's your day. Celebrate. Both rounds will be televised on 2 separate days. Everybody knows they're only doing it because Bronny's projected to go in the second round, even though I think he's going to slip into the first. There's no way the NBA lets LeBron James' son not get drafted in the first round. That's just, yeah. That man got a man a coaching job. You tell me you can't get his son drafted in the first 30 picks of the draft? You kidding me? So,
Come on, man.
but yeah, even though it's not considered a particularly strong class, hey, shout out to all those guys that making their dreams come true. They get to walk the stage, shake the commissioner's hand, and families be proud of them. This a lot of hard work to make it to where these young men making it to. So, shout out for making it this far, and shout out to those that are fortunate enough to get selected.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, we got one more coming in. Well, Frank Martin looked like my paycheck when the child support come out.
That boy ride, dog.
Yeah, Frank Martin was just and I called it too. I was in the comments on my show. I called it. I should have put some money on that thing. I was like, man, Ghost gonna take. Tank gonna take this dude out 8th round KO. It's easy work. But
that was slight work, bro.
Yeah,
that was slight work.
we're just gonna get into the gusto, man. Something I know you don't want to talk about. Something I know you're probably tired of hearing. But number 18. Boston Celtics finished off the Dallas Mavericks. Why does that look like freaking what's his name? Conan O'Brien right there.
It does.
Yeah, shout out to the Celtics, the 2024 NBA champions. Al Horford getting his first. I was really happy for that guy because as a Cavs fan, we eliminated that dude in playoffs like 4 years in a row. So just personally watching the defeat on his face, like him just watching LeBron just spank when he was with the Hawks, and then I think the first year he was with the Celtics, I think we beat them in the playoffs. Hey, Aunt T, thank you. Hopefully you as well stick around for the end to ask us anything. Like to hear to see questions you may have. But yeah, on the Celtics, Jason Tatum is the top shooter off the court.
Wow,
that's one thing. Some things a lot of things came out of this, man. For some reason, America thinks that Jaylen Brown is better at the game of basketball than Jason Tatum. I don't know why that is.
I just think it's just light boy hate. I think they have a
because he light skinned.
yeah, they have a huge disdain for Drake, so they hate all light skinned boys for some reason. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. That's literally the only thing I can think of. If we're talking basketball, I don't know how you hate Jason Tatum. He's almost the equivalent to what you want as a basketball player. He plays both sides of the court. I don't know how you don't love his game. I know what people. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, he always comes up short and can't come clutch and this and that." But I'm like, do you understand what he's doing for his team? He's literally being Mr. He's the spark plug to everything on both sides of the court, whether it's defense or offense. Like, he's the engine, and he's the ignition. So
absolutely.
For those that know basketball and watch basketball, Jason Tatum is so important for what the Boston Celtics do on both ends of the court. I just think the guy is phenomenal. He just gets a lot of person didn't hate, so who knows? I don't get it. It's ridiculous.
Shout out to Big Mike.
Big Mike, what's happening, man?
Inside joke.
Hey, Big Mike, good people, man. I rocks with Big Mike, man.
Absolutely, man. They got a lot going on. Make sure you check them out. That man damn near on YouTube every day.
Yeah. I be seeing his grind. You know me, I be doing so much. I try to keep up with everybody else's content, but I be seeing Big Mike doing thing out there, man. So always.
Speaking of, we were talking behind the scenes. We got to do an Audible Man Cave collab. Have both of those guys on.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah, we gotta make that happen. So
there you go. But you being a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and we know what's going on there. Dynasty in motion. They got back to back. They now got 3 in 5 years, 6 years. They got third. Do you see that same pick in favor of the Celtics. I mean, the top six players are under contract. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are only 27, 26. Like,
Yeah,
they're young.
they're still young.
Um,
Um,
is there a dynasty brewing?
it's possible. I'll say that because you definitely got, like you said, you got your core or your two most important pieces about to be on the contract for a while, and they're still young.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jaylen Brown already got the 5-year extension last year.
Mm-hmm.
Jason's going to get the extension either
Yeah.
sometime this before at least before the next season starts. He'll get it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So those two will be locked down, and that's pretty much what you really need to make sure that you have, and then everything around it. I don't see Al Horford finally getting his trophy. I think he look at his face right there. You see how happy that guy. You think he's
Yeah.
ready to retire? He's not ready
I
to
think
retire.
he is. I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna call it, man.
Nah, I think he wants another one. Because that guy has been on the bad side of a lot of unlucky breaks in the NBA. I think he wants to at least try to definitely get one more.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, I don't know if he stays. I don't know if Kristaps stays. But Brad Stevens is
just man.
yeah. But Brad Stevens has done a great job of managing his roster as operations guy.
Yeah, he's a better exec than I thought he would be. I gotta give it up for him.
But here's the thing. I think that Boston could possibly still be the team to beat in the East, because let's run it down. I'm not worried about Philly and Embiid. That team doesn't scare me or shown the ability that they're going to be there. No offense to you, my brother, but Cleveland, you're so guard heavy. I don't know what you're going to do with Donovan Mitchell. That changes a lot of things.
Right.
The Knicks is probably the only team that I think.
Oh my God.
So the Knicks are probably the only team that I think could probably give the Celtics competition. I'm not worried about the Bucks. I didn't like the makeup of that team. The Bucks team is just not a team put together. So if you look at the East, I think they can definitely run and get the Eastern Conference crown for at least another 4 to 5 years if they keeping Tatum and Brown together and just kind of keeping solid players around him. So they'll definitely be back in the conversation, at least in title contention. So there is a possibility of a dynasty there. As much as I hate to say it, I just don't see any teams in the East being like a true threat to knock them off the crown.
Right. That's been a rumor for a while. Mike, I'm not a fan of Brandon Ingram. I'm a fan of Brandon Ingram's game. I wouldn't want Brandon Ingram on my team. I don't think
his body fails him.
Not only that, but I don't. He doesn't really fit what we do. And now that I don't really know who our coach is right now, so I can't say. They're figuring out what kind of offense we're going to have, what kind of team we're going to be next year. I can't call it yet, so that makes it even more difficult for me to be like, yeah, I would want us to go after him. I'd like us to go after a bigger guard. Like, let's get somebody with some size, and I'm just using even though I've said it before, I'll just use an example. Give me like a Cade Cunningham type. Give me somebody like 6'4", 6'5", to pair with Mitchell in the backcourt. I'd rather do that.
Mm. So just trying to pick your brain on this, you would probably move off of Garland before you would move off of Mitchell.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely. Hey. And I think that's what it's going to come down to. Garland, he's got some years on his contract. He's easy to move right now. So just what can we get back for him? That's the only question. Getting the right piece back for him.
Hey, I got no beef with it. Obviously, I understand the talent of Donovan Mitchell, for sure. I just you don't want to move off a guy that has that much talent and can be a centerpiece of your
Yeah,
roster that can have success. So yeah, I
yeah.
dig it.
If we trade him, though, we can't come out as the losing team in the trade.
Well,
That's yeah,
and I feel what you're saying. So it kind of leads me to that point of, hey, are you going to get back the same value for Donovan Mitchell from any team right now?
for
And
Donovan.
I think that'd be hard. That'd be hard to get the same equal amount of value back from Donovan Mitchell if you trade him right now.
Yeah, no, any
Like
Donovan Mitchell trade we lose unless we're getting somebody. But there's a player out there who's a free agent, and if we can get on the phone, I'd love to do a sign and trade with the Clippers. Let's get PG. Let's put him next to um, Donovan Mitchell.
mm,
Maybe we can sign a veteran point guard in free agency, and now we can compete with a Boston. So it's like, and hearing the rumors, other rumors, hell, the 76ers, they have the straight up money. They don't even need to trade. They have the money to sign Paul George outright. So you get Paul George in Philly. Now looking at that team competing with Boston, yeah, it could get tougher in the East for them to have that dynasty. Because I mean, Maxey, Paul George, and Embiid, that's formidable.
yeah,
Yeah.
I it's formidable, but to Mike's point, and to Mike's point, like um, I know Paul George is getting up there in age. He's I think he just hit 30, or getting
Paul George,
close to
no,
it.
he's like 34.
Or 34. Oh
30,
yeah,
he's older than that.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
over 30. He's somewhere.
So I love his game. I really do. I just don't like the fact that the last couple of years he's
Yeah,
been
34.
in and out. Yeah, he's been in and out of the lineup.
Yeah,
And then you add that to a definitely in and out of the lineup. Embiid is like, man,
yeah.
that's a lot of weight to put on Maxey, who's been able
True.
to stay healthy. And when he's given the opportunity, he's showing he can shine, but that's still a lot of weight to put on him, knowing that team was built to run off Embiid. So it's just
Mm.
man, hey,
But that's why I like us making a move. I think us making a move for him would like, okay, we make the move. Say we give Garland and somebody else is like Karis LeVert just for the
mhm.
money. Um, Obviously coming in, he's not the number one, but at least you'll
Oh
have a number one that'll be on the court, unlike Kawhi. Like Donovan Mitchell's going to be there, so he's not going to have to go into that like, oh, I got to carry the team tonight. I don't have to do it tonight. I got to get like he'll have a steady role as the number two, and even in
mhm.
that role as number two, you also have help with Evan Mobley, so you can help develop his game. Hey, so it's like even if Mitchell isn't there, he still doesn't have to be that super number one.
True
He can,
that.
he can. So it's a better help situation. Like you said, he could be if Embiid ain't there, he's gonna have to carry the team
Oh
because
yeah,
Maxey's just a pure scorer. He's not a playmaker. So PG's
yeah,
gonna have to be that playmaker and get buckets as well because Maxey can't carry the team scoring. You see, when Embiid went out, they had a losing record.
hmm
So it's like with us, like if we go out and it's just him and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen and Stroot, you still have a team that like you don't have to score 30 points as a 35 year, but you can hit 20 and get 8 or 9 dimes, and these guys will be able to help you out.
yeah. You could still put up a game plan to beat teams inside and do something if Donovan Mitchell wasn't available, and then you got PG there, like you said, with Jared Allen and Mobley and guys like that. Like you can
Yeah,
still formulate a plan that you can stick around and be at least competitive until Donovan gets back. It's always the injury thing that always concerns me when you
okay.
see players that get hurt, and
And
got all
shout out
that
to
talent.
Allen.
What's up, Allen? Yeah, what do you think about that trade? With Caruso going to OKC and Giddy going to Chicago.
Next, like
I like it
I
more for
mean,
OKC ask me.
Oh, they accomplished what they wanted to. They wanted to get off Giddy with the controversy. You don't want to have that going on because like game wise, I'd rather have Giddy. He's a bigger wing. Uh, he can facilitate and get you a bucket. Like Caruso's just pretty much strictly defense. So, but they just wanted to get off Giddy. They wanted to get those headlines. Well, it's understandable. Um, like
Yeah,
Caruso, he's injury prone. Like you're
I
trading for an injury prone guy. When he's on the court, yeah, he's one of the best defenders in the league. But like that's it. So it's like this is just a trade to get rid of Giddy. They accomplished it. Good job.
yeah, yeah. I so I also looked at it this way. Yeah, you get rid of the controversy with Giddy, but I also think that looking at Giddy, man, I just and Allen could attest to this. I just felt like he.
Diddler.
And Allen can attest to this, and correct me if I'm wrong, Allen. I just felt like, um, you know, Giddy couldn't really make it in that lineup. I mean, you saw that obviously Chet Holmgren was got better in his second year or his quote unquote rookie year. Obviously, SGA, Jalen Williams, and Dort was it kind of felt like you know Giddy kind of just was getting lost in the shuffle. I don't know. I think him going to Chicago could probably be a good thing for him, but Caruso coming to OKC, it's like you said, obviously get off the controversy, but get you some perimeter defense. There's nothing wrong with getting perimeter defense, seeing that the NBA is primarily for this point played at the perimeter now. So nothing wrong with getting perimeter defense. So yeah, that's kind of how I felt. He had no impact, and I'm glad Allen is here to talk about it because I just kind of felt like besides the controversy, you didn't
But
really hear much.
it was money. It was the
Oh,
excuse. Let's just call it what it is. And sorry, Alan, I got to give you the hard truth. The Oklahoma City Thunder are cheap.
yeah, they are. Well, look at
They're realizing you're gonna have. He's the first. He was the first one there. He's coming up on extension again. His. I'll give you that. His talent did not it did not negate the controversy versus the money.
hmm
If Josh Giddey was playing like Jalen Williams, the wing
Oh yeah,
Jalen Williams, not the big man Jalen Williams, he'd still
yeah,
be a Thunder. He'd still be a Thunder.
yeah. It's a different conversation. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
No,
Even now, I'm talking about with the controversy, he'd still be
yeah.
a Thunder.
Oh
But
no, without a doubt.
what he's providing with the team, plus the controversy, plus the fact that he's coming up on extension and they don't want to give him the money, we got to get you out. It had nothing to do. If Josh Giddey was a rookie, he'd still be a
Yeah.
Thunder, even as is,
Hey,
because
hey, to
we have 3 more years. We have 3 more years of control.
yeah, to back up what you're saying, we can't forget that this is the franchise that drafted KD,
Yeah,
James Harden, and Russell Westbrook,
yeah.
and all of
And
them
traded James Harden over $2 million.
eventually. And yeah, like cheap is the best way to describe the franchise. I mean, but I don't blame them. Understand that yes, you probably if any player you pay SGA.
Oh yeah,
That's probably it. But you look
yeah.
at the
Guess
draft.
who's about to be the next odd man out? And sorry, Thunder fans. Jalen Williams will not be a member of the Thunder in 3 seasons. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I mean, but look at it.
They're going to
It's
pay
it's
SGA. They're going to pay Chet.
it's still a team that is have so much draft capital over the next few years, and they can stay as young as they really want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's still the same franchise. Y'all just changed our name and moves, but I mean, I get what you're saying, Alec. But that team has so much draft.
It's Big Mike.
Hey, Mike, they have so much draft capital, man. They could probably
Yeah.
keep running with that cheap mindset for the next few years because why pay anybody that's not SGA when you can just redraft them
Yeah.
in the draft?
That's how they're going to maintain the bench. Like,
Yeah,
Jalen Williams is out there in a couple years. And they're going to pay SGA. They're going to pay Chet. Jalen Williams is the odd man out. They're going to trade him to fill whatever holes they need on the bench because he's going
Mm-hmm.
to draw a lot, just
Yep.
like they did Harden once upon a time, and
Yep.
use the other draft picks to either pick up a superstar if they need it or to continue to replenish the bench, which is
Mm-hmm.
smart.
Yeah.
Can't blame them.
No. It's good business.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only problem is that when you do things like that, it doesn't necessarily give you the opportunity to. Um, I'm not going to say contend, but you're not going to be able to unless you're drafting somebody that's easily coming in that's pretty much flawless, which is damn near impossible to draft somebody that doesn't have too many flaws
Right.
nowadays. I don't know. I don't know if that absolutely puts them over the championship hump. I think it puts them in contention to compete for the Western crown. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, they were number one seed this year, so
Absolutely.
I mean, is talking about getting to the championship level. That's another. That's
Yeah.
another. That's another conversation. So see
Absolutely.
what happens.
Just know who won't be in championship level.
Lakers.
Absolutely. But
I know
I
that.
mean, they do have something to get excited about, I guess.
No, they don't.
JJ Reddick is the new man in La La Town, and who said, who said being friends with LeBron isn't beneficial. Um, Start a podcast with LeBron James, and you get coaching jobs. Hey, LeBron, let's do this. I want to be somebody's GM. Barely, man. JJ Reddick. But you know what? I'm not mad the Lakers hired JJ Reddick because he wasn't the first option.
No, he wasn't.
He was not the first option. They tried to get their guy Hurley. Didn't work out. They even went through a couple more options. So I don't mind it because he wasn't the first or second option. It was kind of he was the best left. He was the best left. He was probably the one that they could finesse into signing some bogus contract because we know the Lakers be trying to undercut coaches. He tried to undercut Ty Lue something vicious, and he was a champion.
Mm-hmm.
But what should we expect from JJ? Never coached on any level. He's coming straight out the booth, straight out the frying pan into the fire.
Oh yeah, he gonna get burned. All right.
What are you expecting from JJ?
Not a damn thing. Yeah. I look. So on my Thursday show, I was very very animated about this because obviously, um, Coach K was trying to, I guess, giving an endorsement
Yeah,
for JJ Reddick, and I don't care. Look, I respect Coach K, but come on, Coach K, you've been a coach for a long time, and you know that this is a different animal,
yeah,
and it's a different animal dealing with pro athletes. And by the way, Coach K, you never made the jump to the NBA, despite what you want to say, because you
yeah,
knew that was a different animal. You kept your ass at Duke, and then you hightailed it when you couldn't hang with the one and dones in the NIL. So let's call a spade a spade. All right.
yeah,
So your endorsement sounds cute, but let's look at the reality of it. You you don't know what it's like to coach NBA players. You may have done the Team USA shit. That's something different. Come on. And come on. Go, hey, buy in. Let's get this gold medal. Hey, no, 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 no. We talking about billionaires, millionaires,
mm-hmm.
and like that with egos. And why would I listen to a coach where man, I outshine you. I got more money than you. My bank account fatter than yours. My bitch better than yours. Well, what I need to what do you what am I? My thing is so I understand, like, it's a lot going on. First they say LeBron had nothing to do with this hire. Bullshit. I call bullshit. All right. Let's not come on now. Don't throw it out there and report. Oh, well, LeBron had no say in this hiring at all. Come on, don't bullshit me that. There's no way you go from podcast buddies to now he's your coach. And there's
I
no
could see that though. I could see only from the standpoint because LeBron has never put his input in on a coach ever.
Never.
Not in Cleveland. Never. The only time LeBron put his input is when once they started, he would want him out. Like David Blatt, because come on, if he'd had input, David Blatt wouldn't have been our coach at all. But once he started, he was like, "Nah, this dude ain't it. Let's get him up out of here." Same thing because the same thing went down in Miami. Remember, he wouldn't have won. He openly I didn't say openly questioned, but behind the scenes, he questioned D Wade. D Wade spoke on it in an interview I saw. It's like he's the coach, bro. And then obviously we hear that it came out later. He went to Pat Riley and said, "I want you to coach the team. Let's get this boy out there." And Pat Riley said, "Nah, but that's the coach. Period.
Yeah.
Suck it up." So
and he shut that
right.
shit down immediately. Yeah.
Yeah. But in the actual hiring, he's never interfered in that process. So from that now, from the standpoint of let's do a podcast together, I'm with you. He didn't start that podcast with JJ Reddick for no reason. He did it with the intent of helping his friend raise his profile, and that's where I agree with you.
So, but you know, and you know, I'm just not a fan of hiring a guy that's like, okay, he's been in the locker room for what 17 years. JJ played in the NBA.
Yeah.
I understand. Cool, but you have not not an ounce of anything that says that you can coach NBA players at all. Like you have no history of even coaching an AAU team, a middle school team, a high school team, a JUCO team, a D1, D2, D3, D4, whatever D team. You ain't got no history of that. You ain't got no history of coaching anything. My thing is take away the fact that he's played in the NBA. He's just as qualified as you and me, Bobby. Let's call a spade a spade. Like
Wait a minute, no. Because I coached overseas for 2 years.
Then you got more credibility than he do. The fact that you coached overseas has more credibility than JJ Reddick. This is a circus move. This is a circus move that is getting added to the circus atmosphere of my beloved franchise that is just doesn't look the same as it was when I was growing up. We know what it was. All right, so I was talking with my boy MJ. He's a Yankees fan. It was the same comparison. I'm not expecting the Lakers to win every year, but damn it, I'm expecting for you guys to put competent people in the competent positions to compete for championships. It's asinine to think that you're going to win it every year because it's not possible. It's just not. But damn it, I'm needing you to uphold the standard of competing for championships year in and year out. This is not a championship organization right now. It's not getting ran like one. It's not fielding a championship roster. And damn it, they ain't fielding championship quality coaches. They are just not looking championship material at all from top to damn bottom. They look like a circus clown. We gonna fill up some seats. Do 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 do. We got LeBron. We might get Bronny. Do 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 do. To the big top and fill up these front rows. Charge people down there $20,000 for these game tickets to sit on the sideline and get seen on ABC. It's a circus clown right now. It's a circus show. And it's just is not looking like a franchise that I recognize that has 17 championships. And it happens that we do this hire the same week that the rival gets number 18. And I'm not happy about nothing this week basketball-wise. From them getting number 18 to this hire of a clown added to the circus show. He should have stuck to podcasting. He stuck to, saying his wild takes on ESPN and been cool right there. But this, I hate to say it, and I hope they make me wrong. I hope that I come back on here when we have episode 200 in about 3-4 years, and JJ Reddick has proven me wrong, and I have to eat crow. And I will tell Bobby, man, pull up the tapes where I said all that outlandish shit and make me eat crow. I hope that's the case, but I'm not a good betting man, but I'm willing to put money that this is going to fail. He will be out of there within 2 to 3 years because just organization is just not running like a championship organization that I'm accustomed to. It's just not.
So you don't see any Steve Kerr in him. You remember Steve Kerr? Steve Kerr is pretty much in the same situation. The only difference is the Warriors roster-wise was much better.
But didn't Steve Kerr at least have an idea of how to coach because he sat on the sideline an assistant?
He was a GM. He was a GM, but he had zero coaching experience.
GM, okay, but I'm pretty sure he was around to at least listen to Popovich and get some type of idea on what the coach should do. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of taking people out of a damn podcast and out of a booth to run in high profile positions on high profile teams. My thing is, I'm just gonna say it. Why the hell why did we not like throw the biggest bag at Mark Jackson and say, hey man, I know you're probably comfortable with life, but damn it, I love what you was building in Golden State. You can do the same for us. I love what you did. Or hell, Monty Williams just got fired. You probably could have waited another week and say, hey Monty, it ain't about the money because you got the money. Now, do you want an opportunity to, do something? And like you said earlier in the show, I don't think Monty would have taken this job. This roster is just not good. All right, it's nothing fun to coach. But at least try to convince him. I mean, you totally whiffed on Hurley. You totally whiffed on him.
Yeah.
He shunned you. You've probably felt embarrassed as an organization that you don't want to coach in LA. You don't want to coach in LA.
A college coach.
A college coach?
College coach turned you down.
But I don't blame Hurley. My grass is so green in Connecticut. My grass is so green. Because trust me, I just won back-to-back national championships. I could probably win another one. And then guess what? I just used you to make my stock so damn high in college basketball. To say, hey, man, I dumped that little 6 years, $70 million, that little cheap shit y'all was trying to give me. I'm over here looking at 6 years, $90 million. What's good?
Yeah. And the court named after me.
What? You serious? They got a whole section, the Hurley section. Hey, what are you talking about? Because I mean, look at what Hurley's doing. You look at what he's doing in the time of NIL, one and done, and won back-to-back national championships. This guy could pretty much do no wrong in Connecticut right now. If it was, I mean, I don't blame him from not taking his job. Look, and all that being said, I'm hoping JJ can prove me wrong. I know about his basketball IQ. He's a smart basketball guy. That's fine. But you need more than that to manage egos, guys that make millions of dollars more than you, think they already know it all. How I'm waiting for the first pushback. How is he going to handle that? How is he going to handle because I'm trying to tell you, whether it's true or not, there's going to be players in that roster be like, man, you just LeBron's puppet, old bitch ass. What you want? What you going to do? They going to test him. How are you going to react? Just because you got the title don't mean nothing. That title don't mean you get any type of respect from anybody on that roster. You got to show these cats that, hey, man, is JJ Law or get down? What's good? I don't know if he has that cachet because there's probably going to be people thinking the same thing I do. Man, you Browns puppet, man. Get on out of here. Get out of my face. Get out.
Big facts. But hey, man, shout out to your franchise and good luck. I hope it works out. Me personally, I think it's more of a upper management issue, and I know Jeannie ain't going anywhere, but maybe it's time to start looking for Rob Pelinka's replacement.
Hey, people should have saw the writing on the wall the minute that Magic Johnson, who we all love and respect, said, I want no parts of none of this. That should have been the writing on the wall in the last thing that you should have seen. Or just damn, wait, Magic? He just bounced? Didn't even tell nobody he was quitting. He just said, man, 2019, the last day of the regular season, pulled the report and said, man, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Said I'm gone. When somebody does something like that, They ain't giving a damn about nothing. They're like, bro, I'm so sick of this. I have it. Just have it. I'm gone. That should have been the first sign. When I saw that happen, I said, I don't like where this is going to go. Yep. Here we are 4 years later, and you got old rinky-dink bubble championship to try to appease me as a Laker. Out of here, man.
Let me help you save some of your sanity. Before we move on to the next segment, man, everybody, that's what it's going to do me a favor. Follow the directions on your screen. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn your notifications on so you know next time we are here and you can be heard, which is every Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. With that being said, moving on, man. This like I said, this is our 20th time doing this thing. It's been a blast. I've had a really good time. It's the highlight of my week every week. Sorry kids, sorry wife.
Whoa, you might want to edit that out, here.
yeah, post. We edit that in post.
You might want to edit that out, dog.
But in an effort to I guess thank and appease you guys for being with us on Fridays. You could be anywhere else. In an effort for you guys to get a chance to know us better, we decided to do a Ask Us Anything segment. So if you're still here and you're in the chats, go ahead, fire away questions, whether it's something sports related, whether it's something personal, whether you want to know if I think Buddha can beat Jehovah in a fist fight. No matter what you want to ask away, throw the questions in. We'll put them up. We'll put them up, and we'll knock them down as we go. But while we wait on y'all to get y'all thoughts together, the two gentlemen bringing it to you. Hey, we still have a lot to learn about each other, so we'll fire away on each other. Like I say, most of you guys do or don't know, depending on when you joined us. This whole idea came together and started as we were brought together by Tanner from Let's Talk Sports in putting together a Thursday night football recap show, and that kind of kicked off our journey together. There were a lot of horrible Thursday night games last season, so we had a lot of time to talk, a lot of airtime to fill. Thanks to people like Jerry Judy and
still
performance.
I still laugh about that.
I know it's so terrible. Thanks to teams like the Minnesota Vikings, who lost a game. They lost a game by 3 points in which they committed like 8 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
But in doing this recap show, we connected, picked up a vibe and a chemistry that I enjoyed. And once the season was over, we just had to try and do something to keep that momentum going, and Audible Sports Podcast was born. Mm-hmm. So here we are, bringing you the real talk every Friday. Like I say, man, anything y'all want to know, fire it up in the chats. I'll put it up there and we will answer it to the best of our abilities. Just make sure your questions have no federal implications. You know what I'm saying? We are podcast hosts. We are not snitches up here.
No sir. No sir. Hey, and it takes more than just a Happy Meal and a Lucy to give you. This is not First 48. All right, so.
I mean, but speaking on the no snitching thing, the one thing I do dislike about my people, man. Mm-hmm. Can we stop with the free T-shirt?
Oh, free whoever.
Free Pookie, free Junebug, free Leroy. Can we stop it? Can we stop wearing these T-shirts knowing Junebug and killed like 6 people?
Guilty as hell.
You may not know all 6, but you know 2 of them.
Oh, bruh. And where's rotting at? Oh, exactly where it's sitting at right. And got the nerve to where you nuck nuck. You got
Yeah,
the nerve.
no Nuck belong under the jail.
No, nuck crazy as hell. But you trying to make it viable that he should be free. No,
Yeah,
sir. No.
yeah. That's all I ask of my people.
He is a menace to society, and you know this. Know this. You know he a menace to society. Like, come on, man.
But as we think, I'll kick off my question for you. My first question for you, Mars. All
Go
right.
ahead, bro.
What began your journey in podcasting?
Honestly, what began it, me and my homeboy Detroit Mel,
Okay.
it started with another podcast called I Often Wonder Podcast. That's where we got the IOW part. And
I often wonder.
yeah, I Often Wonder.
Okay.
So that's what the IOW
The
stands.
IOW. Yeah.
And I was actually just a guest. It was him and another mutual friend of ours, Alexis. They did the first two episodes. And then I was a guest on the third episode, and then I just never left. So they just made me a host, and that's what started. It was just a podcast just to, one, celebrate us as our people and our culture, and then two, just be something informative to, of social things and just kind of, we did some episodes on all different types of episodes. You would ask questions like, homosexuality in the church.
Right.
Because it's weird, and especially I love my people, but it's weird they look this. They're kind of iffy with the homosexuality part, but they put the homosexual people in charge of their choir or in charge of this and that, and it's almost a fickle relationship. But that was kind of things that we talked about. We just talked about social issues. That's what began it for me, and that was about, I want to say, 2019, and then I just haven't been able to slow down once, not even a second. So
Right.
I caught the podcast bug, and then I just dove full head on into it. So yeah, man, that's kind of been my journey. I'm gonna kick a question to you, Bobby.
All right, go
Obviously,
for it.
obviously, you being a native of Ohio, and there's nothing wrong with being a native of Ohio, but we understand that there's a certain love for LeBron James. So I know you kind of seen his career from high school to now, but with that being said, who is your GOAT?
My girl, this is honestly and it has nothing to do with the fact that he's from Ohio. Because one thing I hate about people when they talk about LeBron is this confusion. They say, "Oh, he's from Cleveland." No, LeBron James is not from Cleveland. So LeBron James was from Cleveland. He never would have left the first time. Like the people from Cleveland have. It's just that connection. There's a certain connection that comes when you're from Cleveland. He's from Akron, which is a whole different city. But yeah, I have to say, LeBron James is the best player I've ever seen play basketball. As I said, nothing to do with the fact from Ohio, just because I don't want to. I don't go based on like champion. Everybody say, "Oh, Jordan 6'9". I don't care. As long as you hit a certain stature and you have a championship, okay, that proves to me that you can lead the team to a championship. Like that's like a checkbox. You have to have certain boxes checked for me to put you in certain places. He proved he could lead the team to a championship. And now you go to simply the skills. You like the numbers speak for themselves. He's the only player now that was in the 30-10-10 club, now the 40-10-10 club, and that's 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. There's only one. He's sitting in the table in the room by himself. Like, and people say, "Oh, that's because he played with longevity." That's a thing. Like, to be able to take care of your body, keep yourself in condition, and play. We've never seen a player play this long at that level.
True that. Elite level.
Like, yeah, at least like it's the things he's doing is phenomenal. The things he's done on the court is just phenomenal. Just like he's the best player I've ever seen. And it wasn't even like even now. I've been saying this since he was in high school. Because at the time he was the best player the best high school player I had ever seen.
Yeah.
So it was the day he got drafted, I told you he's the best player in the league. Nobody believed me. He went on to go 20, 25, and 5 his rookie year, and he's been going ever since. So yeah, it's Brian, and I'm not gonna say it's by a landslide. Like no, it's close, but to me he's the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I just had to ask because there's going to be some people that's going to
Fever kicking ass again today. Hey, shout out to Caitlin Clark. And shout out to Adam.
Yeah, what's up, Adam? What's going on, man?
I like AD getting hot, man. She getting her stuff together.
Hey, it was going to happen. Yeah, we knew it would. You know, I just think that was something that should have been at least not guaranteed, but at least considered that she was going to start figuring out how to get her shot off and find her spots on the court. I mean, come on now, she was too talented for it. So,
all right, got one. Okay, you're hosting a podcast. Who's your perfect guest? Who are 3 guests that you have to have and talk to?
Ooh, man. I believe it or not, I would actually love to talk with Charleston White, and here's the reason why I say that.
Agree 100%, Adam.
Because Charleston White is some of the things initially may come off as his crazy talk, but if you break down what he says, and I'm not saying everything he says is church, but there's some nuggets of knowledge that guy puts into some of his talk that I just think is kind of washed over because the initial shock and all. I would just I just think he's an interesting person to talk to that you might learn something if you actually get past the shock and awe of him. So I would love to interview him. I would have loved to interview Kobe, of course. I think that's a no-brainer. Easily my favorite basketball player. I would have loved to have had the opportunity to sit down and interview him. And then believe it or not, I actually would love to get my pops on.
Okay.
Just because I would love to pick his brain on just trying to figure out how he raised me, because my dad was he was fair. Definitely disciplined me for sure when it was necessary. But he did praise me when I earned it. So I just would just love to kind of. I guess I never really asked my pops, his upbringing, because he was the youngest of like 8 or 9 kids. I just have a real raw and uncut little sit down with pops, pick his brain, and just kind of understand how he became what he is, and I guess help understand how he raised me. And then because sometimes maybe I think there's some things that I've gained, of course, from being the son side and kind of transition to the parent side. So I like that had to come from somewhere. So I think that'd be probably a good interview to do. So yeah.
Try somebody to taste on the Jenna Green, this and that when he was something.
Hey, Charleston White is definitely he's definitely
thinks different.
Oh yeah, he definitely thinks different. That's actually a good question. So I'm actually kind of throw that back to you. Is there like a who's who or some type of list that before you hang up the podcast mic that you got to get in on the interview, man.
Yeah. Before that, remember everybody listening in the chat. Remember, right now we're doing an Ask Us Anything segment. Like I say, celebrating our 20th, giving you guys a chance to know us better. So any questions you have for us, sports related, personal, otherwise, pop it in the chat and we will answer. I'd like to sit down with Jay-Z. Yeah, I just being part of growing up in that generation of hip hop, to seeing what he's become, going on to become. Definitely a lot of questions. I'd like to sit down with Denzel Washington. Just seeing different interviews. A lot of people don't ask him a lot of personal questions, but when they do and they ask him the right question, Denzel's very insightful, and like he's a different kind of thinker than I think most people would think, and the articulation expresses itself very well. I'd like to sit down with Denzel, and yeah. A third. OJ's gone. I can't sit down. Oh, I'd love to talk to OJ. But hey.
Well, I thought you said.
Yeah, OJ. I would have loved. See, I'm one of those people. I got to know for real. I'm not, bro. You're not getting off this microphone until I know the deal. I'm not letting you get off this microphone, bro. We not shutting down. We live stream for 24 hours until you give me the answer I want.
Hey, bro, even if you whisper it to me, I cut off the mics. You got to tell me, dog.
Yep. And I'll take it to the grave. But we not gonna leave this thing without me knowing. A third.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, that's good, Bobby.
A third.
He said, "Oh, no, OJ. Oh no, we gonna straighten all this out, dog."
Yeah. A third. I would go Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, because he's been. So I would like to speak to someone, an older athlete, because those guys went through it.
Oh yeah,
they went through a lot of things current athletes and so I'd love to hear directly from the horse's mouth on how things were back then and just how they mentally dealt with it. And yeah, so all right, Kareem.
That's a good one.
Coming in. How do you think Reddick does it this year?
I already gave my.
I'll let you hit it first. You the Lakers fan. I'll let you hit it first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ain't expecting
this
much.
year. Yeah, I say the same. The roster is not. At best, you're looking at the 10th best team in the West. Not even in the NBA. 10th best team in the West at best. Hell, they might not even be that, depending on how the offseason shakes out. So, and it's gonna take a lot for him to win the locker room over.
A lot.
I'd say a lot, but I would say his best times will probably come once LeBron is done. Then we'll actually get to see what he can do. I think then they can.
Yeah, that's any coach at this
point. Yeah. But I mean, it's got to be difficult for the guys in the locker room because they're seeing just what we saw. Bro, you just went from hosting a podcast with this dude. Now you coming in here supposed to be my coach. Like that. So like after LeBron's gone and after they could probably get rid of a lot of these guys and bring in a new, at least 70% new roster. We'll see what they can do this season. Yeah, they'll probably miss the playoffs, which is kind of unless they are. Yeah, but a lot of it just depends on how they handle the off season. So it's really
70%.
Yeah, because you're talking about like how many of them guys really gonna play? Like AD's part of the crew, so he probably has JJ's respect. But I'm talking about like the Taurine Princes and like the guy, like those middle guys on the bench that if I don't play you 5 minutes, you butt hurt, and now it's because you know what I'm saying, like those guys. You can get rid of those guys, bring in some more the middle of the roster, but it's real hard to say. That'd be a better question for right before the season starts when we know how the off season goes. Let's see. Who do you think the Lakers should draft? What pick they got? What they got? 17th.
Who they should and who they will are two different things. I'm telling you. Oh man. Ugh. Man. I don't know who they should draft, man. I don't. It's kind of hard, man, because I don't even know what how. I wish they would they would put the draft kind of do what the NFL does, have free agency first and then the draft. Only because it's like if you can get what you can get in free agency, we can kind of I guess what you get in the draft. I just think that the Lakers they're such a hard team to understand what they really need, because it's more of, like you said, you look at the function of the organization, and I kind of alluded to it earlier. It's things that are happening up the top that needs to get fixed and changed first. The philosophy, like you said, I've never been a big Rob Pelinka fan. I don't know, man. If they get Bronny, then so be it. It's. I mean, he's a project. But I'm not mad at it. About damn time some nepotism happens for people that look like us. We ain't never had this shit. I just think it's too. But I'm with you, Adam, earlier. I don't know too many names. It's just.
I think they got a chance to get Zach Edey, National Player of the Year, 7'4", 300 pounds. A lot of mocks have him falling.
If he falls, that'd be crazy. I'll be shocked by that. If he falls that far to 17, I'd be shocked if he gets there.
I wouldn't mind seeing them even if they have to trade up, and this is the Cavs part, because I wouldn't mind the Cavs doing this, honestly. A guy I'm looking at is Cody Williams. Cody Williams, for those who don't know, he's a wing from Colorado. But for those who don't know, he's the younger brother of Jalen Williams from OKC.
Oh yeah, okay, I've heard of him. Yeah.
And I'm a huge believer in like, as long as you have one trait, and it's for me, it's work ethic. Like, I was big on this with TJ when he was coming out. I'm like, I don't care if he turns out to be as good, but if TJ Watt has the work ethic of JJ Watt, I want him on my team, because the guys in the locker room are going to see that. And at worst, he'll be that guy that, will make sure guys work hard.
Oh, yeah.
So with Cody, same thing. He's watching his older brother in the NBA get it done. He's watching him get it done. He's working out with him in the summers. So if he has that work ethic, you bring him in, I think he can be that player that can, at worst, develop into a very good rotational player. So, and plus he's got great size. Pause. But he's 6'8". 6'8". He's got that good frame. I got my pause in there.
Ooh. Boy.
He's got a great frame, 6'8". I think he's a +6 athlete with the wingspan. So, yeah, if he falls in a reasonable trade range, go get him, and also keep eye on Zach Edey. I think those are two guys Lakers fans should keep their ear out for.
Hey, not a bad draft synopsis right there. I like that. Over there looking like Adrian Wojnarowski over there. Look at you.
Whoa, them dropping these Woj bombs.
W.
How
Woj
come?
bomb.
Man. I, obviously, like everybody, I watch a lot of sports, but sometimes I do have a couple calls I can make every once in a while. I don't have any calls I can make with the Lakers. I got a couple people I can call in certain situations, but also I live in Vegas and I play poker, and I bump
Yeah.
into a lot of people.
Yeah.
So sometimes I hear things, and I'm able to pass those thoughts along. I haven't heard anything with the Lakers in this year, but I do
Ain't no
have
wrong.
some old stories that I can verify on some people, like Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, and but yeah. Let me see. Getting back to I had one lined up for you. Um, okay, here we go. What's what's your end game in podcasting?
Oof. Um, my end game is to
Or
have.
I guess end game ultimate goal would be better.
Yeah, yeah. No, they actually kind of lines up the same way.
Okay.
The game or the ultimate goal is just to obviously financially be able to not worry.
Yeah.
I don't need I don't need Bill Gates money off of podcasting. I really don't. And that's being honest to God, sure. I don't need Bill Gates money to do this podcast stuff. I really thoroughly enjoy doing it, but I also would love to financially be able to, hey man, if I just want to go to a weekend to Vegas and me and
Yeah.
Bobby G pop a couple bottles, I would love to be able to just do that.
Yeah. Hit the IG live like we in this
Yeah,
big.
yeah, yeah, for real. We go catch an Aces game and we be courtside. I would
Hey.
love, you know. Um, but no, that the end game is because I collab with a lot of people. Obviously, Audible podcast with my man Bobby G's one, Rod Uncensored, my man Tony Savant, people at Bottom Line Sports with Flo, Ken, and Omar, Man Down, my man Spike Studley. Obviously, I got the ILW Sports, was the original podcast that we started on sports. I collab with so much people. I want us to have the fact that we, um, you know, uh, we're the ones that people go to for their sports and entertainment. Uh, I want us to be the take over ESPN spot, FS1 spot.
Hey.
For me, that's the end goal. Because
Yeah.
we give that opinion not because there's a narrative that needs to be driven by the big network that has the pockets that wants us to do that. No, I want us to be so independent that we can say whatever the hell we want to because that's how we feel. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
I want people to tune into that and you know, I got people in Maryland that do like my people in 613. I would love to have a studio set up with there. If I pop up in the Maryland area, we just do a show from the studio. I want to have studios here in Kansas City where I'm at, studio out there where you're at in Vegas, studio in Carolina, where Mel's at, Jersey. I want to have studios all over this place, and not only use them for the networking that I've built and people that I collab with, but a chance for hopefully we can inspire this next generation to, hey man, I see them doing it and done this so independently, man. I would love to, just have them go to one of those studios and start making content, man.
Yeah.
So get off these streets, man, and find a way to express yourself that could not put you in danger and not being a statistic, man. Because there's one thing that I really want. I want people to stop looking at these stereotypes of our people and understand that, man, man, we were born to be kings and queens, man, and we can live like that and just go
Yeah.
get it. So yeah, man, that's the end goal, man. That's definitely the end goal for sure. Uh, I got one personal, man.
Yeah.
What is the dream day for you? Like, you wake up and you do this and line it up and do all these activities before you lay your head. What would be the perfect day for Bobby G?
All right. Before we get to that, I mean, knock up, man. Did Adam Hurley? No, I do not think Brittany Griner is a dude.
No, she's a very masculine female. That's
Yeah,
I put it that way.
and a knucklehead who doesn't know how to pack an overseas travel bag. And this is weird. How you doing, son? Listening, if you got a question for Dad, pop it in. I'll answer it for you. Don't ask me about no toys. Don't make me tell you no on the national airwaves.
Hey, did he just use the use mom's account?
Yeah, he did. Absolutely.
He's good. He's good. He's good. Hey, he knows how
But
to do it.
perfect day for me. What would be well? I guess I'll speak in the future. I'll speak in the future because I think this has a very good chance of happening. Um, Waking up, obviously doing my due diligence for the Audible podcast, like I do. Getting ready, prepping for that week's show. Doing a little online marketing and networking. Seeing my daughter, who will at this time be out of school, and see me helping her pursue her goal, whatever she wants to accomplish. And right now, I think that she stated that she wanted to go to beautician school. So helping her pursue that. Having a wife come home from work. She has, she's in what are these little brats called? I'm losing the word. It's not juvenile. It's children's education. But the little tights like preschools.
Okay.
I forget what I'm supposed to call them, but we would just call them Rugrats for now. And then her coming home from work, and us then going to see our son who sent the message, playing the game for his school, whether it be basketball, football, baseball, whatever, because he plays everything. He thinks he can play everything. Whatever season it is, us going to see him play that night. Then afterwards, we have a nice dinner, come home, do some relaxing. That'd be, right now, that'd be a great day.
Okay. Man, hit it all. Work hard, play hard. I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you. I set that up. You need to redeem yourself earlier, man.
So, okay, is this your first podcast? Let's take that one first.
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not my first podcast, man. I've been doing this, like I said earlier. Been doing this for about 2019. So been doing this for about a good solid 5 years, and yeah, man, I'm gonna keep going until I feel like I've accomplished what I needed to do. Like I said, I just want to make so much change, and me coming, at least financially, capable of just kind of doing what I want. But also, I don't believe in that. Once you made it, you can't turn around and throw a hand out. Because my thing is, I didn't get to anything I did alone. Obviously,
Right.
I'm gonna take my credit when I do, but I don't mind giving credit to people who helped along the way, because I don't think
Right.
nobody's got where they are in life alone without no
Right.
kind of help. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
absolutely.
So, um, I just want to see me and so many people that whose grind I respect just get there, man. So we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah. For me, no, it's not my first podcast either. My journey started with a friend of mine who passed away. We started a podcast called the Next Man Up Podcast. That was in 2021? 2021? Somewhere like that.
End of 2020, beginning.
Okay. Yeah, end of 20, beginning of 21. No, when did Kobe pass?
2020, right at the beginning of COVID.
20. Yeah, so you're absolutely right, because we started it August of 2020, August 24th. 8/24 was our first episode, and it was after he passed. So yeah, nah, not my first Adam. Went from there, and then once he passed away, I was kind of in limbo for a minute until I connected with a network of podcasters called the Let's Talk Sports Network, and then kind of regrouped and got back into guest appearing on multiple podcasts before I got back to doing my own thing. And like I say, that's how me and Mark connected, and doing Thursday night football recaps. And then once football season was over, bang, we popped up with Audible. So that's a good question. Appreciate that question, Adam. And then look like we got another one coming in saying, did you guys watch the Ken and Friends? So what were your thoughts? I didn't check the whole thing out, but I've seen portions of it. Bro, like, let's get, like, man, I'll tell you, you know what? Yeah, bro, I'm so sick of it. I'm so tired of that goddamn song, man. Stop. You won, bro. You won. You won. Jesus Christ. Like, at this point, I really want Drake to run up on him and catch a fade. Like, bro, you won. What else you want? What else you want?
He said, I'm about to.
I'm so tired of hearing that sound. And I know it's like it's not O'Kendra's fault, because when he did the thing where he took away the copyright for the YouTubers, and then everybody put it as the intro, and then everything they did it, like, and then he performed that song 5 fucking times in a row. Stop! You won.
Why did he do that so many times on Juneteenth? And it was on Juneteenth, man.
Yeah. That's our job. I get back to the Fever game. Hey, we appreciate you, Adam. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next Friday, brother.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing like straight, but I've seen like bits and pieces here and there. I thought it was cool. Like, I wish you would see things happen like this on the West Coast and in New York. Like, I wish like there were more things that happen on the grand scale, like something like this in the Midwest, you know, it would be real big, or, you know, in the South. But yeah, I think it was great for the West Coast, especially the people were there. Of course, game is butthurt, so he went on some IG rant. People keep asking me why, but ain't nobody asked you a damn thing. You just want to make your voice. You just mad. You wasn't at the Super Bowl. You wasn't at this. Anytime something big goes on, nobody ever invites game. Sorry, dude. Like, stop being butthurt. Just because you're a drama queen. Just because you're a drama queen and nobody likes you. I mean, that's real. That's real. But But yeah, it was a cool thing for him to do for the West Coast. Obviously, yeah, Dre was there, and returned the favor for Dre having him at the Super Bowl. Yeah, I just thought it was something dope for the coast. If I was a true West Coaster, I'm not a true West Coaster. I'm from the Wind West. I just happen to relocate here to the West Coast, but that's dope, man. What you got for it?
Should I subscribe? But I mean, so my thing is I feel what you're saying. That was dope for the West Coast to do. Like, and we need more things like that to happen, especially in the Midwest. Like, I would love for something like that in Midwest, man.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a part of hip hop that gets overlooked over here in the Midwest. But I would love to, Tech Nine, Bone Thugs, kind of put on a big old festival.
Crucial Conflict, Do or Die. Yeah, so if the Midwest did something like that, bro.
Yep. Get Twisted in there somewhere. So yeah, we Do or Die, and then Bone Thugs. I just think Drake gotta do something, man, to get his respect back. I don't know what he can do. Cause then it's like you said, like it's almost like Kendrick is rubbing it in his face. Like, you performed that joint 5 times?
5 times in a row, bro.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I gotta run up on you. We gotta scrap, dog. Like,
yeah. Like, I'm so tired of hearing that stairway.
Next person, man, we scrapping.
be like what Get Rich or Die Trying. Remember, old boy ran up on the DJ booth, snatched the record.
Yeah,
I got this man chilling in the back. What you want me to do? Yeah, bro, I'm just tired of hearing that one song, man. Give me some Humble. Play Humble 5 times in a row.
Man, I got tired of like that with the Human Future joint, because they was playing the hell out of that one too. So it's you know they're gonna play that at the HBCUs this.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the with the bands. Yeah, the steppers is working on the steps now. Theta U, Theta U. Give me 5 Theta U, man. I see it, man. These boys, they about to make what's that dumbass movie? Stomp the Yard 2.
They gonna stomp the yard.
Drake's funeral. Oh man.
Oh no, that's probably the funniest shit I heard all week, bro.
Camera 5, you
They not like us.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, they're gonna remix the shit out of that thing, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That's hilarious, bro. Oh my goodness. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see it at cheerleading competitions. We're gonna see it at damn dance recitals. They not like us.
Yep.
Damn it, Kendrick.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to him for making such a powerful song, but like, I'm tired of it.
Oh, they got the kids doing it. I didn't see it on with kids doing it.
Yeah, TikToks, and, bro. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired.
Hey, some things you gotta let go and let them. Hey, it's had its moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we move?
Can somebody please make a song, another summer bop that we can resonate with?
That's what it is. I'm waiting for somebody to make the next summer bop. Hey, we gotta do something.
Yeah, somebody, anybody. Who's? I think T.I. and them tried to make it. That wasn't it though. It's not strong enough. T.I. Country Kane, Mac Boney, and Dro. Yeah, it's not sure. It's a decent song, but it's not. No, we need
First of all,
somebody. Where's DJ Khaled when you need him? DJ Khaled, come on. I hate your guts, but bruh, come on, put
hey, it's
somebody
funny.
together.
Hey, dog, I can't believe you said that because I was like, oh, that's the last person I hope please don't. Because
But hey, I'll take that right now. We the best. I would take that right now.
He said, just as long as I ain't got to hear. He said, give it. He said, I will take DJ Khaled right now over that.
Yeah, please, somebody.
Hey, and that's saying a lot, bro, because Khaled be annoying the hell out of me, dog.
Yeah, God did.
Another one.
I'll even take William. Give me William. Come on, William, make a record.
Oh, well,
for those who don't know who I'm talking about the fake Rick Ross. I refuse to call that dude Rick Ross because he ain't Rick Ross. His name is William.
Ooh.
William, make a record, man.
Officer Ricky.
Oh, there you go.
Officer Ricky. Hey, you know what, bro? I would never, ever, ever get in any type of beef with 50 because he gonna take it to scorch earth.
Yeah, bro. 50 low key been making bangers for like the last 5 years. He just ain't put like the soundtrack to the Power Universe.
Oh,
is an album. It's an album. All those intros. Yes.
Yeah. I just come from the poorest. Hey,
banger.
Bro.
Can't say that's not a banger.
Hey, bro. Hey, banger. Wait.
The BMF intro.
Bro, what?
At least you could wish me luck. That's a banger, bro.
At least you could wish me luck, bro. Hey, bro.
Banger.
Hey, I don't know why people don't give 50 his credit for how much impact he has on the culture, bro. Like, this guy.
Yeah.
Like, when BMF is off, Power, some kind of version of Power is on. Then he got, TV shows all over the place, movies. I mean, he don't even have to make music, but when he does, like, his albums reach pinnacles that most people wish that they could if they made music. I mean, this guy, he's only dropped what about 3 albums? 3 or 4 albums?
More than that.
Hey, give it that. Massacre.
Massacre. Matter of fact, let me look it up right now. He's got more than that. Because you got Curtis.
Yeah, got Curtis. So that's at least probably about 3 or 4 studio albums. I know he got a handful of mixtapes.
He got. Yeah, he got more than a handful of mixtapes. It's just albums. You got Get Rich or Die Trying, The Massacre. Technically, Power of the Dollar was his first one. Animal Ambition, Curtis. That's a mixtape. I know that for a fact. That's a mixtape. See, it got them all mixed in. Let me see. Here we go. It's about to split them up. Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack.
Oh, hey, to get
that joint, bro. That's banger. Get Rich or Die Trying, Massacre, Curtis, Before I Self-Destruct. So yeah, 1, 2, 3.
I whip your head, boy. You know that I'm here. I whip your head, boy. With the bag of the steel, I whip your head, boy. What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
2 niggas in the front, 2 niggas in the back. 5 niggas ride strapping grandpa's Cadillac. The voice in my head say, fuck all you niggas. Now I'm thinking to myself, I should murk all you niggas. Hey, 50.
Hey, 50 got a reach on. Tell me he ain't got a reach on the culture, bro. He got such a reach on the culture. I don't even think people recognize how his reach has been like that's been at least since what 02?
When to Get Rich or Die Trying hit in matter of fact, it's right here. Get Rich or Die Trying 03 came out February 03.
Been blazing for that long, bro.
Yeah.
Hey man, people stop hating on
First, he was the first. Was he the first? No, he wasn't the first. Or was he? I think he was the first hip. I think he was the first hip hop artist to go diamond.
Ooh, and that's big.
Yeah, because I know albums have gone. No, I think Biggie might have been the first.
Yeah, but albums going diamond is such
Yeah,
a hard.
but he definitely went diamond.
That's such a hard achievement, bro. Give Curtis his props, people.
Yeah, 50 and like remember that. Yeah, that first period, that first like 5 years of like everything turned gold, man. Like literally, like that. Remember the Young Buck's first album, banging with what was the name of that track? No ID. I know you gonna let me shine and get mine. I know you gonna let me in with this nine. I know you gonna let me smoke on my weed. I know you gonna let me drink with no ID. Like yeah, that album, Banks' first album, the G Unit album.
Hunger for More was my joint, dog. Hunger for More was my joint. Oh my god, that first Banks album was fire, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that first like G Unit had Earth on lock.
Oh yeah. Oh no, bro. It was crazy how much G Unit. I remember he brought up the G Unit wear, man. Every dude. I didn't have one, but you know, because my parents weren't gonna give me one. But the G Unit tanks, bro. Every
can't forget Game's first album.
Nah, for real.
The game would never admit it, but that's your most successful album for a reason, homie.
What was that, the documentary?
Yeah.
He needs I know him and Curtis ain't been seeing eye to eye, but he should at least give Curtis his props for putting him on such a different platform. Because I didn't know who Game was until he got with 50. So
yeah, well, I mean, he loves to go on this freaking rant that he destroyed G Unit with his little G Unit campaign. Don't forget to flip that coin and tell him, hey, your most successful album had 50 Cent all over it.
I don't know if he killed anything. I don't know about all that.
Like, listen to these sales. The documentary, 2.5 mil. Your second album, just under $1 million. Your third album, less than that. Your fourth album, less than that. Your next less, you just go down and down and down and down and down. So you go from 900,000 to 700,000 to 300,000, 300,000, 100,000, 50,000. Well, I'll give him the credit. I'll take away and say, album sales in general have been going down ever since the digital age, So we'll can, but your first 3 albums, I'm not giving you that. You went from 2.5 mil all the way down to 700,000.
I wonder how they do that now. Do they still count units moved when it gets digitally downloaded? I don't know. I don't know how they do that nowadays.
But they count those like record sales. The problem is the streaming. That's what's more difficult to keep track of, the streams.
Yeah, I could never be part of the music industry. It's too much. Too much.
50 Cent is the number one hip hop mogul.
Right now,
that's an absolute argument. No, his story, it's tough because you have to say his name. I don't want to say his name, but you have to say his name.
No, I ain't saying his name at all. No.
You have to. It's those 3. That dude, Jay-Z, and 50 Cent are all like the things that they've done collectively. Like, yeah, I don't think will ever be duplicated again. Like, they literally set every trend that every hip hop artist after them has tried to follow.
I feel you, But you know what I have a problem with? I have a problem with not everybody getting able to eat when you a mogul. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on, that guy that should be arrested, like now all of a sudden you want to give people the right to their
The facts.
to their not only royalties but to their masters now that you in trouble, you know.
Facts.
It's
But
like
okay, here's a question to you though. But is to to make it that high up the food chain requires a certain level of ruthlessness. Is that a part of it?
um well I think it. So here's my thing. I I think you can make it to that level of being a mogul without being a total d head. If that makes sense.
Facts.
Like
Yeah, I'm with you.
yeah, is there a level of toughness that you have to have? Of course, because I mean it's pretty much a shark eat shark type of scenario where you can't be no little sissy trying to be in that shark infested water and not be able to stand on your own. I get that, but my thing
Mm-hmm.
is, um, like he was more of a producer and guy that put things together, but he make music? Yeah, but we're nobody going to see you. you know, like you had big. People weren't going
Yeah.
to see big. You know what I'm saying? There was a point in time you had the locks, and you had them in
Mm-hmm.
shiny suits, but you couldn't pay them, and they go. And we talking about probably one of the best hip hop groups, and I don't want to, depending on your taste, they could probably crack a all time list somewhere in there.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely. Yeah.
you know what I'm
They
saying?
would they'd be in my top five groups, definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, I just don't like the fact that there
Oh,
was
whoa, whoa. Pause, ain't he?
because
Super pause.
whoa, whoa, super pause. Wow. I'm gonna play.
Apparently, you know 50 Cent way more intimately than I do. We're gonna let that stay. Nah, man, that's my auntie. I'm having fun with her.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
I cannot co-sign that statement.
I don't even know how you follow up this comment with anything after a comment. I don't even like my train of thought is so right now, bro. I don't even know how to say anything now. But I mean, I to a point, I think Birdman was up there in that conversation, but
Hmm.
then you saw that he was kind of doing the same thing where you over here worth damn near $500 million and everybody's starving around you. What are we doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
And then
I don't.
especially once he started messing with Wayne, I think that opened a lot of people's eyes to who who he was. I mean, he's a businessman.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just not a believer in you gotta poo poo on the ones that helped you get those riches. You should at least,
Yeah,
uh, you know, uh, you can't be the only one eating, man. I just think that's crazy. So,
yeah.
my only knock on Jay-Z, I didn't like the way he did beans. I didn't like the way he did beans.
True. I could see that.
I
I
didn't
can see
like that.
that.
I didn't
But
like that at all. But that's probably my only knock I would have on Jay Z. I just didn't like how he kind of let Beans dry, kind of left him hanging a little bit on that situation. Uh,
yeah, that's
but
understandable.
that situation with him and Dame, I just think that was just Jay Z saw a vision and Dame saw a different vision, and they just couldn't get on the same page.
No, I didn't like that situation. Me and my aunt have had conversations about that, and I'm like, I can't give Jay 100% of the blame
Hmm.
because Dame should have saw the way that Jay was moving,
Hmm.
but like he is who he is. So like
Yeah.
his I don't think his moves would have changed either way. But I do think if he would have opened his eyes a little bit more, he would have been able to put himself in a different position. Because he was always the David trying to take on and defeat the Goliath.
Yeah.
And Jay was the businessman. Like, okay, I learned what I learned from you, and I think you've taken me as far as I can go. Now let me learn this from the other side. And it's like, also with I guess there was some internal moves at Rockefeller. If you listen to different stories and people tell it different, like Dame, when he initially hired Cam, it's like president of Rockefeller. And Jay, like, what the hell? Like, to me, they're okay. That like, for me, that's perfect. Like, Jay saw the moves that Dame was making and adjusted his path. Dame didn't do the same thing. He saw the moves Jay was making and just, instead of like changing his course, he just tried to corral Jay back in.
Yeah, and Jay was too far beyond.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm not fucking with you, bro. And yeah, once you tell me, bro, they offered me to when you come back, that's like, okay, me and you, we wrap this show, and then you call me tomorrow, like, yo, ESPN's offering me Audible, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, like,
they can,
and
I'm gonna take it. And basically, yeah. Once you hear me be like, hey man, I went to my negotiations and they offered me Rockefeller. What do you mean they offered you Rockefeller? We are Rockefeller. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna take it. Like, yeah, Dame should have just, like, at that moment been on a completely different path. But yeah, but overall, oh man.
we know Auntie is different game. You just got to be careful. Just like cannabis. That line when you say you can never eat an ad like me.
Oh, bro.
Can't say that. 2024 pimp.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah, 50. Both of them. I mean, again, all three of those dudes are on different levels. I think, I give credit to one dude. It kind of started with Master P. I think a lot of people forget to give him his credit. It started with him in the way he handled No Limit, and he was in the initial deal that he used to. Master P really taught guys the game, and a lot of guys didn't pay attention to it.
Oh, he broke the mold on the whole music industry because he came up independent, but then when Universal came around, he was like, "Nah, you're not getting 100%." He said, hey, "We do 80-20, as in you can be in charge of pretty much my production, as in putting these CDs and shit together." But yeah. Now, hey, I'm glad you said that. I've always respected Master P and his flow. I would definitely I probably would want to I got to put his name in there as a guy I would love to interview because I think he got so much game, and so much knowledge that he could probably kit to how to do it independent, and not just music world, but just business, because he was doing, I mean, the rap snacks, the shoes, the clothes, I mean, what hasn't P not done? You know, so yeah, P like that, man. P that guy, man.
And dude, which leads to another shout out to the Texas hip hop scene and the Pacific Northwest. There's a lot of people don't know is that's where P actually did. After P went to college, he actually went out to like Oakland, and those guys kind of taught him the game. And obviously, he spent some time in Texas, and a lot of guys in the 50 Cent era, in terms of when he was young, not what he became, but when he was trying to get on. A lot of guys from the South kind of taught those guys to hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Jay included, because those guys used to take trips to back in the day. What was it? Jack the Rapper. Remember Jack the Rapper and all that used to take place down south. Southern guys gave a lot of northern guys a game because they didn't have at the time, like in New York, you go down, they catch a subway and you're at Capitol Records, you're at Atlantic Records, you're at the doorsteps of the record companies. And down south, they didn't have those, so these dudes are selling out the trunk. They created, they're starting, and a lot of rappers, like David Banner, what's my man, I'm outside, shit, and open Bone Crusher.
Oh, Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher. A lot of these guys owned record stores, so they knew like the inner workings of how to sell records. So they did a lot of that stuff without, and you know, Jay Prince, senior and junior, like they learned the game that way, and they so that's why you see, I think they like birthed the Master P, because he saw what they were doing, and then he obviously put together No Limit. He took it to a bigger scale, and he took it to the major labels. Like, nah, y'all ain't gonna do me like Boo Boo the Fool, because he got the game from them, and that's how he was able to put that deal together. But then that showed the dudes up north, oh, we could do it like that. Which then, remember 50 Cent, obviously he had his own situation going on with the record labels on why he couldn't get a deal, and that's when he reinvigorated the mixtape game. So remember, 50 made more money off selling mixtapes at first than he did selling albums.
I no cap.
Yeah. And so yeah, full circle. You're right, man. The South does not get the credit they deserve.
Yeah, and they need to, because I think they've obviously, with hip hop being born in New York, you know, they always gonna take, you know, majority of the accolades, and that's fine. I just think that you can't sleep on other parts of the regions that were just as impactful and just as important for the history of hip hop. Like, you know, like you said. So, yeah, it should all be recognized and given their just due. Like, even shout out to my guy Tech9 out here in Kansas City. He's been going at it for years, independently. Never signed to a major label, but I'm willing to bet you he has a hefty bank account, and he's done it all independent. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I had a chance to meet him when I was once upon a time, and I was trying to do my thing. I was actually talking to a guy that had heard my mixtape, and he got it to Paul Wall, and Paul Wall was in town in Cleveland at the time. Say in town. This is when I was still living in Cleveland. So yeah, he made that connection, and Paul Wall invited me down to the show. Him and Tech9 were touring together.
Okay.
And so yeah, I got a chance to meet Tech9. He's a cool brother. Paul Wall as well, and yeah, it was a good time.
So.
Yep.
Yeah. Now that's dope, man. Paul Wall, baby.
Yeah. The thing that got him, because I at the mixtape I had at the time, I actually did I did a remix of one of his songs.
Oh, word?
So like, yeah, that's what he had. The guy that got on my mixtape, I did a radio commercial. There was this rim shop, and I did a radio spot for him. And so you go in there, you know, dude was cool. My dude, Jake, shout out to Jake. He used to play my mixtape in the shop. You know, they sell rims and speakers, everything you need to, you know, fix up your donk. They used to play my mixtape all the time, and they had Paul Wall in there. He was promoting the tour, and he was playing my mixtape, and that shit came on. He said, "Who the fuck is that?" "Oh, that's my homie." Da, da, da. So he hit me on the phone. "Yo, man, come down to the shop." And we went down there, chopped it up. Yeah, so yeah, that's how that came together. So
that's dope, man.
Yeah, fun times.
That leads me to my last question.
Uh-oh.
Do you miss putting some Hot 16s down? Do you miss it? Do you miss it?
I miss the funny thing is, like, to me, hip hop is like sports.
Hmm.
Like I miss the environment of the studio. Like if it makes sense. Like you hear most athletes when they retire, I miss the guys. I miss being like I miss the environment of the studio. Like when you just in your mode and you writing and either by yourself or especially if you're creating with other people. It's like okay, let's do that, and then you write something and you hear your boy. It's like, oh, what you got so far? Oh, da, 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 da. Like, oh shit, okay, let me, you know what? And then you come, oh, I got da, 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 da. Just that compet, you get going, and when you create something, and it's
That
it's
competition,
like
yeah,
magic, man. But it's just magic because you just getting it's just fun, man. Just being in that environment, you're creative. Oh, I don't want to say what your creative mind is going around. But or just like when you're in that mode, and if you if you really like love it, like it don't take much to inspire you. So like
yeah.
that's what I miss. Like prime example, I was in Germany. Me and my homie, we went to go see Hustle and Flow. We were in the studio 10 minutes after this movie was over. Like we saw that movie, like boo, watching that movie. Just got bro. Hey,
Yeah,
I'm like, I feel what this dude is talking, and 10 minutes later we in the studio. Like
yeah,
just yeah, so just yeah, sparking creativity and being driven and just trying to express yourself and trying to find yourself. Like
hmm,
yeah, man, I miss that part of it. But no, I keep it 16 though. But I do every once in a while. I write some bars just to see because I listen to today's music
oh my gosh,
and
don't get me today's music, bro.
but I'll hear a beat every like oh that's and I'll write a 16 just to see now. But yeah,
Yeah, when you
I
start,
got a late start. I didn't really start pursuing it. I was old. I was I think I was 28. Yeah, I was 28. So I didn't have a lot of time on the clock. It was like I was in go mode all the time. I wish I would have had the time to grow as an artist.
hmm,
Like if I took it serious at 21 instead of 28, like those 7 years, I'd have had at least 3 to 4 years to grow and completely figure out who I was, and then have the rest of the time to put like so. Yeah,
yeah. Hey, the good thing is about it, yeah, I don't think there's an age limit on music. You know what I'm saying?
there is. Oh no, there is.
No, no,
There's
no.
an age limit on when. Oh no, you can make it anytime. Yeah, I can make a platinum record right now.
Yeah,
But
but marketing wise, I think you're right. Marketing wise,
yeah, yeah, anybody, yeah, it's a wrap on
yeah.
it.
Wait a minute, man. Ain't nobody checking this old 40-year-old
Right.
dad. And what?
Yeah, because eventually, you run out of time. Your lingo's not like you you outgrow the
Yeah,
current culture. It's just what it is. I'm the
yeah.
grumpy old man right now. So if I spit 16, I'm gonna have so many people trying to pull up on me.
Tell them to bad bad.
Yeah. Oh man, we've been going, man. You gotta get this man. Mark got a family. You gotta get him back to. But hey, this 20th episode.
Yeah, man. We
Uh,
just fine. We enjoying that time, man.
let's get that. For I got a quote. Yeah, the quote for the week. What you got for the people for Fit Friday?
Oh man, Fit Friday, man. Man, I've been doing this. I catch myself doing this every morning. And I just do it intentionally, but I guess it's actually part of my routine, man. I wake up, take about 10 minutes, and just say thank you.
Hmm.
To you, um, and just be grateful for what you have. No, not what you don't have. Just be grateful that you even woke up. So meditate for about first 10 minutes when you wake up. Don't look at your phone. Just because I know that's a habit for most people. Is the first thing you do, you wake up, you look at the phone and start getting trapped into the social media and all that. So take the first 10 minutes of your day and just say thank you to whatever higher power that you believe in, and just say, hey, man, thank you, thank you, thank you. I woke up, and then
Absolutely.
go about and go be thankful with the spouse and family, and enjoy their company, and then go about your day, man. So just take the first 10 minutes of your day and just say thank you, man, because I think we tend to get into caught up into our everyday mundane hustle and bustle. I don't think we take time as a society or people to just say, hey, man, damn, I woke up today. You know what I'm saying? So, and just be grateful for that. So that's what I got for you guys. Just mentally say thank you when you first wake up in the first 10 minutes, and just think about all the blessings that you got. So it's my challenge for
I got
y'all.
it. There you go. And mine actually go hand in hand with that. After you do that, I need everybody to do this every day. Just immediately go to the closest mirror to you, whether it be in your bedroom, bathroom, living room, kitchen, wherever that mirror is. Go ahead, look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, man. Self love,
Mm.
self love starts with that, man. Look at that reflection in the mirror, and just know that at least one person on earth respects and loves you, and that is yourself.
Mm.
Because the one of my favorite movies, the White Man Can't Jump, in the words of the great philosopher Sidney Dean, is a movie saying, if I don't take care of my brothers, who will?
Mm.
Well, before you can take care of your brothers, you gotta take care of yourself.
Big
And
facts.
part of taking care of yourself is loving yourself. So wake up, hey, say your thank you, and immediately go to that mirror and tell the best person you know, who is yourself, hey, I love you.
I like that.
Simple. It's a great start to your day.
Yes, sir. I like
With that being
that.
said, my auntie will probably love this. My quote of the week comes from. Right, because I'll say it at the end. The quote of the week is the greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively.
Mm.
I'll say it one more time. The greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to affect those around him positively. And that quote comes from the great Bob Marley.
Mm. I like that. Yeah, I'm on.
I did see the movie. Honestly, I was kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good movie, but I wish it would have went like more into his childhood.
So they probably only went surface level.
What this? Yeah, they pretty much started from. I mean, heck, like basically, you could say like the last couple years of his life.
Yeah, they went surface level.
Yeah, like it could have been, but I mean, I enjoy what they did show, but I was just hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah. Get to the meat potatoes, man. I that's what I want. When it's time for me to go, I want they do a documentary of me. Uh, get the meat and potatoes. I need people to understand all of me. I'm talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. All of it. Hey, that's how I think it should be, man. Get. And when you're a multifaceted type of individual, like for instance, Tupac,
Hey,
right?
there's a college word.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you're a person like Tupac, I need to understand the whole how you became so well rounded of an individual, and
Yeah,
not just the philanthropist or the rapper. Why I need to understand the thug side of that motherfucker.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need
Well,
to see the whole, all of it. I love it all.
we know Jada didn't make him that way.
Shut this off, dog.
And with that being said, before we get out of here, make sure you do me a favor. And whether you've been a long time Audible listener or we just picked up along the way. Follow the directions on your screen. Please hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, and turn your notifications on so you know the next time we are here and you can be heard, which is every Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And for those of you who don't like seeing our beautiful faces, remember, our episodes are available audibly every Friday at midnight via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music. With that being said, thank you for tuning in. I am Bobby G along with Wildcard Mar. And until next time, hey, peace.